Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Welcome to today's video. Today's video, we're going to be looking back at Clash of Fate on Sunday, our rematch versus the Hippos. So, first shout out to Hippos. You guys did fantastic. They did not have a full 20 out of 20, so they still showed up. They put up a fight. It was fun. They're our allies. They're our friends. We love the Hippos here. The Hungry Hippos, that is. And you know, it is kind of cool to see that us all come together and have some fun while playing a game. I mean, that's the point of playing the game anyways, is to have some fun. So, for today's video, we'll look at some PvPs from it. Sorry this didn't come out on Monday. There was a patch note that came out, and that was just too important. So, for this first fight, we have Zilkin, and he has 170k swords. He's going up against Super Bob. Super Bob has way better swords. Zykin has slightly stronger archers. When it comes to the dragon, it looks like Zykin is going with... He's going with a... It's not really a damage dragon, because it's just not. But he's got a decent dragon. And Super Bob has a... Alright, so Super Bob has a full-on hero-killing dragon. Now, where it gets interesting is Super Bob lost in every single stat except for magic. The thing is, his dragon shreds heroes. So let's go check this out and see how well his dragon does. So it looks like top side, power side for both of them. They collide on the top. You can see the damage from that Topaz dragon. He took out 2 heroes. There's a couple of heroes that are super low, and the snakes just shredded them in the back. You can even see Jax. Jax almost has nothing. So let's do this once more, focus on the troops. And it just looks like on this top section, it's a giant collision. There are some really good black holes coming out from the Onyx, but since it doesn't have maxed out destruction, it's just not going to pump out that much damage. Super Bob shreds that top section, even with all those black holes. If Zykin's swords, or I'm sorry, his dragon had maxed out destruction, those black holes would have done significant damage, but unfortunately he did not. So good fights to both you guys. You guys are awesome. Alright guys, so the next thing that we have is a fight between Mark and Vulture M. So this is some dwarf stuff going up against Rockin'. Now, remember, this is before the miners get a buff. I'm sure I'm going to catch flack because in yesterday's video, I really kind of put miners down. So Mark is using an Azul Dragon. It looks like he's got so it's kind of the standard 4 purples with Noble Blood, and he also has Blessed Warsong. He has points in both protection and affliction, and just for stats, his miners are pretty strong. Snipers, I would not want to get headshot by one of those guys, and his mechs are super strong as well. And he is using a lot of melee. That's 3 packs of miners and 4 packs of mechs. Jeez. He's going up against Vulture M, who has decently strong Rockin'. And Vulture M's dragon looks like, okay, he's got Rebirth, Aerial Blast, Arcane Blessing, Tranquility, Call of the Wilds. This is a pretty cool looking dragon. If it had like Hero Pred at the end, this dragon would be huge, huge, huge. We can see from the damage, so a pack of Dire Mechs did over 22 million damage. I'm super impressed by that, so really good job, Mark. Sorry, my chair is still sliding down. On my Christmas list, a new chair. And it looks like Mark lost in Might and Magic, but he won in Stamina and Command. Going up against mechs, if the mechs win Stamina, I mean, they're just so hard to kill. Even look at that damage tanked. Considering Mark won, his mechs tanked a lot, and it makes sense for Vulture to tank a lot with his Rockin' Swordsman. So let's go check this out. Epic Dwarf Formation. So he's got all miners in the front with a couple packs of miners behind them. And it looks like, geez, the Call of the Wild, so good, protecting everything in the back line. It looks like on the top side, Vulture M is getting a decent push-off. The archers are doing a decent amount of damage going up against the snipers, but it just looks like there's such a big zerg between all the miners and the mechs. Maybe the mechs keep the miners alive, and that's how they're able to do all the damage. But either way, Mark finally put the targeting on the green dragon. That will help to take down that green dragon drastically. Anything you can do to take out the enemy's dragon, definitely do it. So this bottom side, Mark's just about got. He's got a Jax going up against Balrog. The top side, Vulture is actually starting to get a moral boost. And it looks like one of the packs of miners might be going down, but they're actually holding on. There's enough stuff tanking. The Rockin has such good bursts, but it just can't sustain a long fight. If Rockin can't win it, I mean, eventually they're going to lose it. So with that, great fight, Mark. Great fight, Vulture. You guys are awesome. For this next fight, we have LOL Sun. So he is going up against Apocalypse. Apocalypse has pretty strong swords, pretty strong archers, tier 15 or chakra 15 on both. Definitely outdoes LOL Suns, but Apocalypse does not have a dragon. So that puts him at a huge disadvantage. I wonder if he's missing any other key heroes. I don't see a Virion. I could just be, oh no, I don't see a Virion. So no Virion, big disadvantage. So I think Apocalypse is stronger than LOL Sun, but I think he's missing a lot of core stuff like the dragon, Virion for humans. But anyways, for this dragon, we got Noble Blood Scales. We got the 4 purples, Blessed Magic Bread. So that is LOL Sun's dragon. So I don't think the Magic Bread helps at all, except for the Mana Worm. Hey, gotta take out that Mana Worm. When we look at the stats, it looks like Apocalypse won in Magic, Stamina, and Command, and LOL Sun did win in Might. So when it comes to the damage, Ophidius, she must have the Ring of Rydnir, and she just went off. Alright, so bottom side, stall side for LOL Sun, so most of the action is going to be up here. Apocalypse did start off with the Denji. The Denji's doing pretty well at holding, but he eventually collapses. As soon as the Denji goes down in that area, I mean, it's kind of all over at that point. So the top side is pretty much fully wiped out. The bottom side is stalling very well from Apocalypse, but if you can only stall for so long, especially without a Virion. There's not going to be any last-minute resurrections or just periodic resurrections to stall things out. So now LOL Sun can just kind of go right on around through the backside and clear everything out. The Mana Worm got popped. Unfortunately, all that's there is the Swordsman. So overall, I think Apocalypse did a fantastic job considering the situation that they were in. And LOL Sun took advantage of the situation and was able to pull out a win. So to both you guys, great job, guys. Next, we have the birthday boy, the one, the only, the Strappedcorn. Strappedcorn is going up against Amy. So I do feel bad for Amy. They're a fantastic person and they let me join in for walls. So anyways, Mr. Evil Birthday Boy Strappedcorn is going up against her. And it looks like Strappedcorn has a Onyx Dragon. He's got the Energy Pulse, both of the Voids. So he's got a Hero Pred damage Onyx. His Destruction is not maxed out yet. Amy has a full-on damage Onyx as well. So their dragons are pretty much equal. The only difference is Strappedcorn has Hero Pred, Amy does not. When we look at the troop stats, Strappedcorn has 162 going up against Amy. Amy's is definitely stronger. Amy's stronger overall. I mean, just as far as like troop power. When it comes to stats, though, it looks like Amy was able to win in Might and Magic. Strappedcorn won in Stamina and Command. When it comes to damage overall, Amy's Dragon outperformed Strappedcorn's. Pretty impressive. Strappedcorn's Badric went off, so we'll have to keep an eye on his Badric. He is using a turtle. So let's see how the turtle works for him. There is a lot of stunning. Geez, and another black hole right in that bottom area. So all of Strappedcorn's power side down there is just stuck. It looks like his top side is holding up pretty well. Amy's Dragon's going ham. All of a sudden, these black holes start popping out. Those black holes just incinerated everything around them from pretty much both sides. Then we have oh my gosh, it's just black holes everywhere. This is what the end of the universe looks like, guys. It's just black hole after black hole. So finally, both dragons are dead, and Strappedcorn was able to push through. Now he swings up Rufio in for the style points. Good job, man. And Amy is holding on for dear life. Amy and Strappedcorn, great fight, guys. You guys did amazing. And finally, we have Majestic, aka the GOAT, the greatest of all time, going up against Mr. Toby, who, in my opinion, is the GOAT. However, we have two goats, which is impossible by definition, going up against each other. They're like two rams about to square off and ram their heads against each other. Anyways, when we look at Majestic's dragon, he's got scales, swell, vortex, pulse, surge, arcane blessing, and hero pred. He's got maxed out destruction. He's working on affliction, so his dragon's solid. When we look at Toby, Toby has the surge, blessing, swell, vortex. He does have the scales, fortitude, void, energy pulse. So huge difference here, guys. Actually, there's a lot of differences. Majestic has bless hero pred. That's huge. However, Toby has maxed out destruction and maxed out affliction. That's also huge because that means Toby's troops are going to live 2 seconds longer than Majestic's. However, Majestic is going to significantly gimp Toby's heroes and deal more damage to them. So interesting matchup overall. When we look at the stats, the spear, I'm sorry, these are not spears. These are huntresses. The huntresses have almost 1.1 million HP. That's quite significant for the huntresses. And it looks like they're not Chakra 15 yet. So if these were Chakra 15, they'd be insane. Also, we have the Tree Fathers with 3.3 million HP. Don't know if these are tier 15 yet or not. I can probably look and find out, but I'm not going to. Then we have 2 Mana Worms. For Toby, we have some swordsmen. These are some strong swordsmen, guys. And look at these archers. Really strong archers. And a pack of Dire Priests. Dire Priests, fantastic. Love them. When we look at the stats, these guys are so close in stats, guys. It's unreal. So it looks like Toby got a slight advantage in might. He's doing 15% extra damage. It looks like, pardon me 1 second, I just gotta raise myself up. Whoop. When your standards fall too low, just raise them up. It looks like Toby also won. So Toby won in everything except for magic. He didn't get significant wins in command or might, but he still won. Majestic got the magic, and you can see the damage put out from his dragon. It is unreal. Now, what else is interesting with this is Toby's only running with 1 pack of spears. So if you guys remember when I fought Bob or Majestic, either one, their Denji just annihilated my spears. Toby is somehow pulling this off with only 1 pack of spears. So when we watch this one, we're going to do it at half speed just so we can appreciate both of these players because each one is just unreal. So good overall. So it looks like Toby's spears are placed in a great spot because they're away from the Denji that Majestic has. But they did get hit with the black holes right at the beginning, along with the pack of archers. I mean, that pack of archers is barely alive. Everything's rooted up in that top area. Those archers are pretty much gone. In this bottom area, it looks like Toby's starting to lose. Majestic's getting a really good push-up, killing off a bunch of swords. He's got the Rufio in deep on the archers. Everything looks like it's going Majestic's way so far. On the top side, though, Toby is starting to chop down some trees. Ophidius Ring is out doing some CC for both sides. And now that Toby's taking down both of those top 2 trees, now his damage heroes can start moving down, and he still has some archers alive. Him having those archers alive and not getting fully wiped really made this what it was for Toby, along with just the stellar play in general. I think if more of the archers died, it would have been a huge problem. Shockingly, 35 seconds into the fight, both dragons are actually still up. I lost track of the Rufio for Majestic, but Majestic's dragon just went down. So his was the first to drop, and now it just looks like Toby is starting to swing around. He uses the Bazric's bat splits. So we see a bat splits being in effect. That's why I think no matter what, we should get 1 point into the bat splits because of these long fights. So with that, that is two of the greatest going at it. Majestic, the greatest of all time, and Mr. Toby, who I just have the utmost respect for. So with that, guys, that is some PvP fights from Blood Moon for Clash of Fates. So if you enjoyed this and or any of the other content, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. There's a bunch of useful information in the link for the description below. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care, guys.